everybody, so today I'm going to be sharing my favorite 14 books I read in 2014. They're really in no particular order except the first couple because I freaking love the first couple of books in this video because they're just so amazing and have impacted me so much, and I know what you guys are all thinking, it's Outlander. Okay, it is Outlander, my first book. Big shocker there, I love Outlander. I love this book so much. It's like this, it's a part of my heart. It's so amazing. I'm sorry I kind of hit you, but it's love. It's all love. This is my #1 book ever. It's my favorite book I've read this year, in my life, in my existence. Well, I don't know about that yet since I've only existed for about 17 years, you know. But it's definitely up there. It's probably my most favorite book I've ever read. It's so fantastic. Time travel, historical fiction, hot guys in kilts, Scotland, and it's also a television series on the Starz network called Outlander because that's the name of the book and the name of the show. The show's fantastic. Sam Heughan is so attractive and such a good actor and just so amazing. I love that show. I'm really emotionally devoted to the series just as a whole. So yes, my #1 book of this year is Outlander. Next is The Bronze Horseman by Paulina Simmons, and if you like World War II historical fiction with a touch of romance, lots of intensity, and just mind-blowingly beautiful writing, you're gonna love The Bronze Horseman. It was such an amazing read. I definitely just cherish this book so much. I cherish the show so much that it actually got water damage because I brought it to a state park on a really rainy day. Well, I don't know why I brought it hiking, but I did, and I kind of water damaged it. But it's okay because it's an amazing book. It is a very long book, but it's definitely worth the read, and it's actually a quite quick read for how long it is. It's like, how many pages is it? It's almost 800 pages. It's about 750 pages. Fantastic. Just so beautiful. And if you're a young adult reader, you still will be able to relate to this adult book because the main character is actually a young adult, but the situation she's put in is what makes this book adult fiction, and it's fantastic. Next is a book that I just read last month, and that is Ruby Red by Kirsten Gier, and this is a book that was translated from German to English, and it is fantastic. It's also a movie, which is pretty good, if I may say so myself. I thought it was very interesting. I actually have a review up for it, a movie and book review all in one, so go check that out once you're done viewing this video if you want. I love this book. Time travel, a pretty interesting romance that is spaced out throughout the 3 books. Very awesome main character, love her, she's fantastic. Gwen, you are my hero. Love this book, it's amazing, and it's a very good book for any young adult reader because I wish I found this book after I read the Moral Intimate series because I had the worst book hangover ever from that series. Thank you, Cassandra Clare. So I wish I found this book earlier because this would have been the perfect book to get me over that book hangover because it is fantastic and definitely down any young adult's alley. Next, I have, of course, a Jennifer L. Armentrout book because if you do not know, she's like my favorite author. She's amazing. I love her writing, love her. She just all around fantastic. And this book is White Hot Kiss by, of course, Jennifer L. Armentrout. Don't let the book cover fool you. This book is fantastic. It's just so unique. It's one of the most unique books I've read because it doesn't have angels and demons and vampires and, you know, that type of stuff. It has freaking gargoyles. That is off the charts, freaking fantastic. I love this book. It's amazing. The main character is witty, funny, and Jennifer L. Armentrout sure knows how to write swoon-worthy male characters. Love you, Roth. Next, I have Heir of Fire by Sarah J. Maas. This book is the 3rd book in the Throne of Glass series. I read the whole entire series this year, and I read this book, and I love this book so much. Rowan, be my lover. Oh my gosh, but I love this book series. Freaking amazing. Sarah J. Maas definitely knows how to write books, and she's also an amazing person. I actually did a live show with her a few months back, and she is fantastic. She's also an Outlander lover. She actually went to Scotland, and we talked about that, so that was cool. But anyways, so I love this book. It's fantastic. It definitely upped the standards for the series because the first book was fantastic. It just gets better and better and better. So the rest of the series is gonna be mind-blowingly fantastic as well. I can already tell. Next, of course, is City of Heavenly Fire by Cassandra Clare, and I still have all my bookmarks in it. All my notes. You see that? Yeah. Fun. But Cassandra signed it actually because I finally got to meet her this fall. and she was cool. But this book was a great way to end the Mortal Instruments series. I have a special part in my heart for that series and the characters. I love that series, and if you do not follow my Mortal Instruments fan account already, you should, at the Shadowhunters. Next is Dune by Carrie Corp and Laurie Langdon. This book also has a special part in my heart. It's what got me obsessed with Scotland. And now I'm going to Scotland because of this book and because of Outlander. I just love Scotland and kilts and Menning kilts and Greenlands and just beauty and mountains and wonderful stuff. Okay, I'm done. No, I'm not done. I can go on and on about how much I love Scotland, but I love this book equally as much. It's about two best friends who go travel to Scotland on a vacation and they get swept off into a magical world. Well, it's kind of magical, like it's hidden, and then it's like, it takes them back into like, not time, but like the people in Dune, they live like they would in the past because it's really, okay, I'm explaining it really badly, but pick up this book. It's amazing. I love it. I love these authors. They're fantastic. And if you want to check out the interview I did with them, you should definitely see that because I asked them quite interesting questions. Yeah, I may have asked if Duncan and Jamie wear their kilts traditionally. You know what that means. Next is A Kiss of Deception by Mary E. Pearson. Why can I never pronounce her name? I've never been able to pronounce her name all in one go. It's seriously a problem, like take two. Kiss of Deception by Mary E. Pearson. And this book was such a mind F. Like, holy crap, I loved this book. This was such a good book. Like the way that it was just like executed, like, oh, good, just like, I'm still mind blown. Do you see how mind blown I am? I read this book months ago and I'm still freaking mind blown from it. It had the biggest plot twist I've ever read about in my whole entire reading career. Oh my gosh, this book is amazing. It's so amazing. Next is Ignite Me by Tahira Mafi, and I loved this book. This book was an amazing end to a series. Like, so many series ended this year. And it was kind of sad and bittersweet, but then again, all the endings of these series were freaking fantastic. Like, this book was amazing. It was just beautifully written, and it wrapped up super nicely, but I still want to know more about this world that they live in. I still want to know what's going to happen after it, and I hope there's some like novella that happens after this because she definitely writes good novellas, but who knows, maybe not. I could definitely do for some more of this book in this world and the characters Warner. Next is The Murder Complex by Lindsay Cummings, and I love this book so much, it's not even funny. I love it. I'm not a gruesome person. Actually, I kind of am. Like, I'm not a gruesome person, but like I like reading about gruesome stuff and watching gruesome stuff just because I find it entertaining. But not entertaining, not a creepy way. Oh my gosh, now I sound like a psychopath. I'm not a psychopath, guys, I swear. I just like reading this book, and this book is definitely bloody and gutsy, of course, The Murder Complex, but it's fantastic. It's an amazing debut novel, the best one I've read so far, and I just love this book. I love Lindsay. Lindsay's also an amazing author and just an awesome friend, and she's fantastic, so definitely go pick up this book. I loved it, and I cannot wait for the next book, which is coming out next year. Well, kind of this year, since like New Year's, but yeah, it's coming up very soon, guys, so stay tuned for that. Next, we have These Broken Stars by Amy Kaufman and Megan Spooner. I have to add this in because I just love this series, love these characters. Lilac and Tara definitely stay with you even after you put the book down, and the story is beautiful, and I'm also a really big sci-fi nut, so this book is perfect for me. And what was I gonna say? I was about to say like what? Do-over. But the story is just perfect. It's amazing. It makes you laugh, it makes you cry, it makes you sit on your seat in anticipation. A lot of that, actually. It's just fantastic. And of course, it's sci-fi. I love sci-fi just so much. And talking about sci-fi, we have Cinder by Marissa Meyer. This whole entire series is fantastic. And there's 4 books in it. It's sci-fi, but it is a retelling of fairy tales. And it's a very unique take on them. It does not actually, it's not the exact fairy tale, it's just that she uses elements of those fairy tales in her stories, and that's what I love about it. And Cinder is just amazing, and I just love this book so much. It's probably my favorite book of the whole entire series so far, and I cannot wait to get Winter. Isn't that what the last book is called? So I'm super excited. This series is beautiful, wonderful, really just like action-filled and very unique. And what do you know? Yet another sci-fi book, and that is Alienated by Melissa Landers. I love this book. You guys know I like this book so much. I love it. I don't just like it, I love this book. It's fantastic. It's about an alien exchange student that comes on exchange to Earth. That is freaking fantastic. The storyline is amazing. I remember looking it up on Goodreads like a year, not a year, like a few months before it came out, and I'm like, this sounds so amazing, like this book, wow. And then I read it and I'm like, holy crap, wow, this was fantastic, and it's definitely stayed with me as well as a lot of these books have after I finished reading it. And the second book is coming out very soon. I was lucky enough to receive an advanced reader's copy of it, and I've read it, and it's amazing, guys. You're gonna love it. It's coming out in the new year, so you're just gonna love it so much. I'm obsessed with this series, guys. It's a problem. No, it's not a problem. It's good. You should be obsessed with book series. They're fantastic. And last but not least, of course, is Silent Echo by Lisa Freelich. And this book just makes you want to sing. And I'm not a singer. I'm not very musically gifted. I don't listen to that much music, but this book makes me want to listen to music and sing and become a siren. Like, this book is fantastic. It's one of the best ones I've read this year because the way it was written, it was so lyrically just like beautiful and very poetic and just wonderful altogether. And I very highly recommend you guys go pick it up. It's fantastic. You can only get it online though, so just warning, but it's wonderful, and the book cover is absolutely gorgeous. I'm always a sucker for book covers, as you guys know. So those are my top 14 books of 2014. This year has been crazy, and I'm so grateful for it. So thank you guys so much for coming along on this crazy journey throughout the 2014 year. I love you guys so much. And tell me what your favorite books were this year down below. I would love to know. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye! I'm alive. I'm alive. I just got suffocated by my abundance of books. That would be a very interesting way to die. I'm down for it. I mean, not down for it. That's bad.